This is Parkway Elementary. We have two elementary campuses. We reconfigured 3 years ago, and forgive the lawnmower. But we reconfigured 3 years ago. We had a first, second grade campus, and then a 3-4 campus, and we moved to two elementary campuses that have grades 1 through 4. This campus was built in 1996, and it housed 3rd and 4th grade, and this was actually the campus that I taught on when I was a teacher in Pine Tree back in the 90s. So I'm going to take you in, like all of our campuses throughout the district, including central office. We have where you have to be buzzed in to get through. So I'm going to walk through the offices. This is just our entryway. This is where parents come to pick up children. Our nurse's office, which is also open to the outside, the grand hallway, which I'm going to show you in just a minute. This is just our suite of offices. Principal, assistant principal, our PEIMS clerk. Very quickly through our workroom where teachers make copies, put things together. Elliston dies, mailboxes. Our break room is here as well. Nice size break room. And then we're going out into the grand hallway. So because this is a 1st through 4th grade campus, we have about 4 classrooms at a time come for specials, and we have PE, we have music, we have art where they go to, and so you can have anywhere from 4 to 8 classrooms at a time coming through. Plus at the end of the day, it is very busy because you have all 4 grade levels coming this way. So we have a gym where it's a little small. It's a little bit bigger than the one at Birch, but it's still a pretty small gym for as many classrooms and as much activity as we try to have during the day. Nurse's office from the other side, so kids can come from their classrooms through the grand hallway. Another entry into the office area. I want to show you our cafeteria. This is at the end of the day, so students are not in there, but you will see that it's a pretty small cafeteria in comparison to the one at Birch Elementary. Earlier in the day, there were sets of tables all around here. As a matter of fact, they're over here because they've been cleaning. All these come out. You've got those over there. And then we have tables up on the stage where we have a designated visitors, grandparents, parents, friends, whomever come and sit with their child. And again, on this campus, they have a designated day for each grade level because there are so many students. We have over 700 on this campus, just like we do Birch Elementary, which is the other 1 through 4 elementary campus, that it cannot accommodate that many children or that many parents at once. This is the hallway that goes out. I'm going to go ahead and show you. This is where they come if they ride the bus. So again, 1st through 4th grades are coming out, and the buses line up in single file, ready for exit. And depending on the grade level, they wait in a certain designated area to go out. Then we have 2 rooms. I'm about to show you the art room. And it is a small room, and I'll show you very quickly. The other issue with this classroom is that it floods when it rains. So, very small room. Sorry.
Look at mine.
Lots of resources, lots of things to be had for the teacher and for the students to use. It was originally, back in the day when the building was built, we didn't have art. We had 2 music teachers, and so they were just smaller because I guess they didn't need all the things for it. Notice that this floor is the stained concrete, so it's nice and polished. Looks a little different than it does at Birch Elementary, and definitely at Primary, where you've got the pretty bright tiles with the shapes and figures in there. If you look again, it's a second-story building. There are 4 wings. Just going to quickly show you down the halls because we're getting ready for dismissal. There are first grade classrooms down this hallway, and third grade, and down this way is almost all first grade. The library is different than it is at Birch. It's enclosed, and so nice library opening to the nice video, lots of people in here, lots of fun stuff going on. But here's the issue: we've run out of room at Parkway, so there are no additional rooms. So we have 2. This is the office where typically the librarian would come and do some work and do that type of thing. You can see lots of shelving in here, but we have math interventions going on in here. So our instructional coach that's over math is in here. This is her office as well as where they do pull students, and the other is one of our great paras who works with students. So again, not conducive to interventions, but it's what we have because we've run out of space on this campus. This is their literacy library. They've got a lot of books on this campus because the principal before the one that's currently here was very much into literacy, balanced literacy, and into guided reading, and was always seeking money, seeking funding to buy books, as well as we have purchased, Central Office has purchased some guided reading kits, some Fontes and Pinnell guided reading kits that they are using. But you can see, like probably most libraries, there's a lot of resources in here that are kept because there's no other place to keep them. So just a lot of stuff for teachers to have access or just to be stashed somewhere. I want to show very quickly the computer labs. It's one big room. Instead of like the others where you've got 2 rooms, but you could have 2 classes in, 1 on each side. For this campus, the computer labs are used for interventions such as Fast Forward or iStation or Education Galaxy, whereas at the other campuses they are used for pull out or during specials. This is so each wing has a has a bathroom, and so this is the student bathroom as well as a staff bathroom, but it's a very open concept that is very different from how it is at Birch, where it's just 2 different areas and the kids come wash hands, that type of thing. Then right across is where we've got, talk about this in just a second. This is where the instructional reading coach is, as well as 2 specialists, academic specialists. So it's a very used room with pull out with lots of students. But again, if you've got all 3 teachers in there pulling kids, then and there's no division where it is at Birch Elementary, then it can be noisy and not as productive as we would like it. I'm going to show you out the window. This is getting close to dismissal time, so you'll see parents lining up in the front of the building, which I'm showing you right now. These are cars for first and second. The back of the building is where we have our third and fourth. So this is one of the things as we reconfigured, this was something that had to be discussed, what this would look like with the amount of 700 plus students. And we have a lot of parents come pick up their children. So that's always something to think through and rework continually as you're looking at reconfiguring a campus, or how can we make this better for everybody involved. I'm going upstairs. There are 2 sets of stairways on the very end, as well as the stairwell going to the grand hallway. This end is 4th grade. The other end is 3rd grade. And again, as I said, it's dismissal time. I want to show you the classrooms in comparison to what they are at Birch. A little bit smaller, got built-ins, got whiteboards, just smaller rooms than I think are over at Birch, and it could be because those were built for 1st and 2nd and they felt like they needed larger rooms. I'm going to show you the special ed room. This is where students that are in special education come for assistance. This is one of the bigger rooms. When it was built, it was the dyslexia room, so it was just bigger. For whatever reason. They've got computers and lots of resources throughout. And like on all the other campuses, you will see lots of student work on the walls.